Now for some entertainment. Hey, Dickie?
Thank you, Sarah. Well, 25 years ago, we first met David Brent in The Office. Then 5 years later, Steve Carell took over from Ricky Gervais in the American version as we were introduced to the world of Dunder Mifflin, a struggling paper supply company in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Now the mockumentary crew returns with a brand new office to introduce us to, a Midwestern newspaper, the Toledo Truth Teller. I had the pleasure of chatting to the show's lead actor, Domhnall Gleeson, to hear all about the paper.
My name is Ned Sampson. I am your new editor-in-chief.
Have you read this paper?
Uh-huh.
How do you think it compares to any other paper?
It sucks.
Domhnall, it is lovely to see you again, sir. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm terrific. What part of the world do we find you in?
I think I'm in Los Angeles.
Very good.
Yes, I'm getting nods. I'm in Los Angeles.
Good. I've had several nights in Los Angeles where I wasn't quite sure either, but there you go. Hey, mate, congratulations on this. What a wonderful, wonderful concept. You must have been thrilled to find yourself part of this.
Yeah, I really was. It was obviously a little bit nervous when you hear that it's got something in common with the American Office, which is an amazing show. But once I read the script and realized it was doing its own thing, that it's not a remake or a reboot, it's like this other thing. Once I read it and I talked to Michael and Greg, I was just incredibly excited. I love this sort of comedy. I hope it's not too disruptive to have me come in and sort of shake everything up.
Oh, no, don't be so self-deprecating.
It's basically the same documentary crew who were following Dunder Mifflin in the American series, and they find a new thing to follow, which is a newspaper, sort of a failing newspaper in the Midwest. And they have this one thing in common, which is Oscar Nunez, who's been brought over and is working here now. And so that's the kind of, that's the thread in common. We're
not just talking about any newspaper in the Midwest, we're talking about the Toledo Truth Teller. I mean, tell us about this esteemed publication.
So historically, it's been a really important newspaper, but it's fallen on really, really hard times. And my guy arrives, and he's arrived to change things. He thinks he can turn them back into the biggest, you know, the most important newspaper in the Midwest. He's super excited about it, and then he's met with the terrible reality of how little people actually care. How many of you have actually written for a paper before?
I wrote a paper in junior high.
Not quite the same thing.
I've tweeted.
You've tweeted?
I'm in a group text.
This is terrific.
The ensemble cast, it's fantastic. Sabrina, you know, who was just brilliant in The White Lotus. Tell me about her.
There's two agents of chaos in our show, and one of them is Sabrina, and one of them is Tim Key. And they play the people who are sort of just thwarting Ned's what he's trying to do at every opportunity. And they're really out for him. They just do not like him. And he sort of hates them in return. They're so funny and bring this energy that's sort of like, I think, totally new. And yeah, I think the show certainly wouldn't work without them.
7 highly motivated, tenacious Buckeyes are out there hunting for news. You'd be a fool to bet against that.
How different was it for you making this as opposed to some of those wonderful films, you know, About Time, the Harry Potter stuff, The Revenant? Is it a different skill set or is it just a different environment?
I think you're always dipping into your tool bag and looking for different things for the job in hand. But really, it'll always come down to, are you really listening? Are you really engaging? Have you done your homework? And can you be in the moment? The aim is to make people laugh and to make people care in this one more than in other ones. And so, yeah, slightly different skill set, but all the more challenging for that and all the more fun.
We love the show Morning Wars here in Australia. In fact, those of us who work in breakfast television think of it as a documentary. And I'm sure newspaper news hounds are going to have a similar reaction to yours. What sort of feedback have you had?
Some people are really like, wow, that depressed the hell out of me because journalism is in a tough spot. And then other people are saying, oh, wow, I feel so seen, this is wonderful. And they seem to see like the essential truth at the heart of it, which is that what really matters is that people are really trying to continue to tell the truth and to speak truth to power and all the rest of it, even though it's in this silly comedy show. I think it's kind of, it's been nice that way.
Well, it's very, very funny. Congratulations, Domhnall. You're a legend, mate. It's great to see you again.
Likewise, and thank you so much. Great to see you.
Not again. I'm not agreeing to any of this.
I tell you what, if you like The Office, you will love The Paper. All episodes land on Binge tomorrow. There's your weekend sorted right there.
It's like watching our production staff on the Today Show here, Dickie.
It is a little bit. Thank you, Dickie.
The best in the world.
Well, the Panthers are looking to